Hfpt Racing is making a new pathway in the world, giving a different perspective to the sport and creating the new era of sailing. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. My name is Xports and welcome to Hfpt Pro Tour from Praia Brava in the wonderful country of Brazil. Welcome back to Hfpt Pro Tour from Praia Brava, Itajaí. This production was made by Xports Media. Everyone is so excited to watch the final race of the event. But first, let's look at the standings after the 9th race. Benoit Gomez, the French rider, is leading the event with 10 points, followed by Bruno Lobo, the Brazilian champion, with 17 points. Martin Pariente, he's on 3rd position with 36 points, followed by Wilson Bonetta in 4th place with 45 points. Maria do Socorro, she is on 5th place, only 2 points away from Wilson. Claudio Cruz, he's in 6th place with 65 points, followed by Roberto Vega with 71 points. Ricardo Brito is in 8th place, followed by Artur Cuca, Claudio Marquez in 10th, and Renato in 11th. Let's get ready for the final race. Four Element Skyboarding, the best skyboarding school in Mexico. Thanks for making this transmission possible. We have less than 1 minute to the start and all of our riders are getting ready for it. We have some clouds arriving on top of the course, and this time the wind is dropping a little bit. We have somewhere between 9 to 11 knots around the course. Some of our riders are still flying the 15-meter kite, but I can see that Benoit Gomez, he's flying a bigger kite. Bruno Lobo is still flying that blue kite, and that's his 15-meter kite. We can also see that the water looks a little bit more glassy and no whitecaps anymore. Also, the swell is less, so that's gonna be easier for the riders to go around the course. And here we go. All of them, they're approaching on starboard tack towards the starting line.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And here we go, Hfpt Pro Tour final race. Benoit Gomez, he's taking the lead since the beginning of the race. He decided to go pretty close to the pin end of the starting line. Bruno Lobo right there next to him with a good position, and Martin Pariente on 3rd place. Wilson Bonetta, he's a little bit windward from the fleet, and Bruno Lobo, he's going for the early tag, taking the decision to go on the right hand side of the course. Benoit Gomez also, he's tacking pretty early on the race, and probably they found something different. They saw a shift of the wind, and that's why they are going early for the right hand side of the course. Martin, Wilson, Roberto, and Ricardo there are taking the decision to keep going a little bit farther on the left hand side of the course. And here we go, Martin, he's tacking. Wilson Bonetta, he already tagged. He's going on port tack towards the dog mark. The conditions are a little bit lighter than the previous races. We can see that the water is flatter. We have no whitecaps right now, and sometimes with these kind of conditions it gets very shifty around the course, and this is a good time for the riders to take a look better around the course, looking for that good wind and take the right decisions. Martin Pariente, he's getting closer. Looks like he's dropping the angle a little bit, but also Will, he's doing very good. It's a good fight between Martin and Wilson. Looks like Martin, he was able to go a little bit faster. He doesn't care right now. He wants to stay in front of Wilson, and that's why he's dropping the angle a little bit to increase that speed. Wilson has been doing a very good job all of the event, taking the right decisions, very consistent actually. We don't know what's happening with Maria do Socorro. Probably she's right there. Yeah, I can see that in the timeline. She's in front of Claudio, behind Wilson. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's throwing another tag. He couldn't make it to the top mark. And Bruno, yes, Bruno is approaching, getting closer to him. And here we go, Bruno Lobo, he's also right there, leeward from Benoit. We're gonna find out who's gonna be the one going around the top mark on the first place for the first lap. Benoit Gomez, he's closing that door. He is approaching the top mark, and yes, he's gonna be the one going around the top mark on first place for the first lap. Bruno Lobo is not far from him. But remember, Bruno Lobo is flying a smaller kite, and I don't think this time Bruno Lobo is gonna have a hard time going downwind, because definitely when you are flying a bigger kite, you are gonna be able to go way faster downwind with deeper angle and a lot more speed than someone who is flying on a smaller kite. So, but who knows? Let's see how Bruno is performing under power on the downwind versus Benoit. Martin Pariente and Wilson, they are going around the top mark, and Martin, he's still on third position, followed by Wilson. Here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's going through the gate in the middle of the course. Martin Pariente, he's getting ready for the jibe. We can see that the maneuvers are not that fast, and especially in the light wind conditions, you want to really make sure that the kite, when you are bringing the kite up, when you are down looping the kite, you want to make sure that you have the right angle so the kite is still with good pressure, or you can keep that tension on your lines and you can keep that speed. Martin Pariente, he's going through the gate in the middle of the course. Wilson also approaching to the gate. I can see on the timeline that Benoit Gomez, he created a bigger gap on the downwind. And that's the thing, flying a bigger kite is gonna give you a lot more power. You're gonna have a lot more juice than someone who is flying on a smaller kite in the downwind leg. So in the upwind, sometimes the riders who are flying the smaller kite is gonna be easier for them, easier than those who are flying bigger kites, because they have to manage a lot more power going upwind. So probably we're gonna see that here on the second lap on the upwind leg, that Bruno Lobo is gonna be able to close the gap, but he's a little bit far from Benoit Gomez right now. So that's the thing, Benoit Gomez for the second downwind, he's gonna be able, for sure, he's gonna be able to create a bigger gap. And here we go, he's stacking, he's decided to go towards the top mark on the starboard tack right now. He probably didn't find the lane line, but he saw something different on the wind, and he's taking the decision to stay in the middle of the course right now. Martin Pariente, he already went around the bottom mark, and Wilson is approaching also to the bottom mark. And Maria, she's right there behind Wilson, and Roberto behind Maria. Claudio Cruz approaching to the gate in the middle of the course. We're gonna see now, one of the things very important here in these kind of conditions when the riders are under power is the maneuvers. Of course, Benoit Gomez is flying a bigger kite, but we wanna see if he's gonna be able to stay consistent, if he is gonna complete his maneuvers, because even if you are going faster around the course, if you don't do your maneuvers very well, or if you are crashing a lot, and of course, if you have a big crash and you lost the board, it's gonna be a game over for you. And all that gap that you were able to create around the course in several legs, you're gonna lose the entire thing, and you are gonna be out of the game for the fight for the bullet. So that's the thing. Right now, we can see on the timeline, Bruno Lobo is able to close the gap, but Benoit Gomez, he's still in front of Bruno Lobo. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's the one going around the top mark on first place for the second lap. And here we go, this is the last downwind leg for the entire event. Benoit Gomez flying a bigger kite. Bruno Lobo, he's approaching to the top mark, and the gap, it's pretty big right now. If Benoit Gomez is able to stay consistent, complete his maneuvers, the down loop, every single jibe, he's gonna be able to secure that last bullet of the event. Bruno Lobo right there, also going downwind on the last part of the course. And we're gonna see if Bruno Lobo is also gonna be able to stay consistent on the downwind. Here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's going through the gate in the middle of the course. Martin Pariente was able to create a bigger gap between him and Wilson, and he's approaching to the top mark for the second lap. Wilson, he is still on 4th place behind Martin and Maria in 5th. If nothing changed, they are gonna secure those same places, and every single of the rider, hopefully they are gonna be able to complete the course. Benoit Gomez, he's on the last part of the course. He's going on port tack towards the finish line right now. We can see on the timeline that Bruno Lobo, he's going through the gate in the middle of the course. Martin Pariente throwing the first jibe on the last downwind leg. And here we go, Benoit Gomez, he's looking around. He knows that he got a huge gap between him and Bruno, and he's approaching, and he's gonna get his last bullet of the event here in Hfpt Praia Brava, Itajaí, and he did it. Benoit Gomez, the French rider, did it. He was dominating the entire event all the time, very consistent. Bruno Lobo in second position, about to cross the finish line. What an incredible battle, the entire event between Benoit and Bruno Lobo. Unbelievable. Benoit Gomez showing an amazing performance with a high level. He's one of the best riders around the world. And Bruno Lobo, the Brazilian champion, right there, very close to him, delivering everything every single time in every single race around the course. Let's look at the standings after the final race. Benoit Gomez, he took the first place with 8 points. Bruno Lobo, the Brazilian champion, in second place with 15 points. Martin Pariente, he did it. He's finishing on 3rd position in the entire event, followed by Wilson Ponente and Maria do Socorro in 5th place. Claudio Cruz in 6th. Amazing job from all of them. Incredible event with challenging conditions here in Hfpt Praia Brava, Itajaí. Incredible event. We can see here on the frame Claudio Cruz in 1st position, 2nd Artur Puga, and Roberto in 3rd for the Grandmaster. Maria do Socorro, she's taking the 1st place for the women's split. She's the only one, but she did an amazing job on the water. She's the best female rider in Brazil. Also, we have here the Brazilian Championship. Bruno Lobo took the 1st place, Wilson in 2nd, and Claudio Cruz in 3rd. And this is a moment that every single rider is waiting for. Popping that champagne on the podium. Look at those smiles, the energy after having an amazing event with incredible challenging conditions, but they did it. They gave us a great show on the water, and Benoit Gomez proved the skills, the hard work works. Bruno Lobo pushing, he didn't give up in every single race, delivering everything and leaving everything on the water. Congratulations, well done for all the riders. This is Hfpt Pro Tour from Praia Brava, Itajaí. This production was brought by Xports Media. My name is Santos Villegas. Thanks for watching, and guess what? See you in the next race.